8:30 a.m. in Afghanistan right now, where Taliban fighters have captured the city of Jalalabad, the capital of Nangarhar province. It was one of two remaining government strongholds and really just a few hours' drive away from the capital, Kabul. The collapse of that eastern city would mean another major setback for President Ashraf Ghani's government and would put the Taliban effectively in control of most of the country. Earlier, the group's fighters seized a hugely important commercial hub and a government bastion, Mazar-e-Sharif. The fall of Afghanistan's fourth largest city puts it in control of all northern provinces and means that Kabul is now dangerously within reach of the armed group. So with those forces crumbling in the face of the Taliban surge, the US is sending thousands of its troops back to Afghanistan. But this is to support the ongoing withdrawal and to help evacuate American diplomats and staff. President Joe Biden says he will support a political settlement, but insists any assault by the Taliban on the US military will be met with what he called a swift and strong response.
The Taliban have advanced to the gates of the Afghan capital, Kabul. Sources say the insurgents have pushed into the outskirts, but a Taliban spokesperson said the militants have been ordered not to enter the city. It is a breathtaking development coming just over a week after the Taliban launched a lightning-speed advance across the country. Helicopters have been landing at the U.S. Embassy in Kabul as Washington and other Western governments scramble to evacuate diplomatic staff. A tweet from the Afghan presidential palace said gunfire had been heard in several locations around Kabul, but that security forces, in coordination with international partners, remained in control of the city.
The search for survivors is underway after a devastating earthquake hit western Haiti Saturday morning. Haiti's Civil Protection Service had already confirmed hundreds dead as of Saturday afternoon, but experts fear that number will climb much higher. Video shows badly damaged and crumbling buildings throughout the region. The epicenter was about 70 miles west of the Haitian capital, Port-au-Prince. The nation's prime minister declared a one-month state of emergency. He also says he wants a better understanding of the extent of the damage before asking for international help. He tweeted the government is working quickly to make the necessary arrangements to help people affected by the earthquake. He also asked that all Haitians stay united in this time of need.
The 8 crew members and rescue workers aboard a Russian firefighting plane died in a hilly location in southern Turkey on Saturday, according to Russia's defense ministry. The amphibious Beriev Be-200 crashed while attempting to land in Turkey's Adana province, according to the government. 5 Russians and 3 Turkish citizens were on board. According to Turkish official media, a team has been dispatched to the Kahramanmaraş area to examine the accident. Mevlut Avuzoglu, Turkey's foreign minister, expressed his sadness at the deaths and promised that their heroic sacrifices will not be forgotten. In the last 16 days, Turkey has battled 300 or more flames, which have killed 8 people, destroyed woods and homes, and forced hundreds to escape.
All right, let's now shift our attention to Lebanon, where a year after a deadly explosion had hit Beirut, there is another blast that has rocked Lebanon. And according to reports that have come in, at least about 20 people have been killed and 80 others are said to have been injured after a fuel tanker suddenly exploded. Now, according to the Red Cross in Lebanon, a truck that was carrying fuel exploded in Akkar, the area that is located in the northern region of Lebanon. At this point of time, the reason as to what led to this blast is still under investigation. The Red Cross team in Lebanon has tweeted that they have started carrying out rescue operations. Their 22 teams are on ground zero. They are transporting the wounded and the dead bodies to hospitals.
India is expected to launch a new national infrastructure plan worth more than $1 trillion to help boost an economy in severe decline owing to the global health crisis. Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced the plan on Sunday in the capital, New Delhi, amid Independence Day celebrations in the country. Though he did not go into specifics, Modi said that the plan would create jobs for hundreds of thousands of people. It would also pave the way for future growth in Asia's third largest economy, which saw a record drop in output in the last fiscal year. Modi also said the plan would help the country achieve its climate goals, namely expanding the use of clean fuels while aiming to be energy independent by 2047. That would involve turning the country into a global hub for hydrogen production, a clean energy source. 2047 will also mark the 100th anniversary of the nation's independence from the British. A wedding ceremony in Pakistan's largest city, Karachi, ended in bloodshed on Saturday night. Police said at least 10 people were killed, including women and children, as they were traveling home from the event in an open truck that was targeted in a grenade attack. The reported blast occurred as the country celebrated its Independence Day. The motive was not immediately clear, and there was no immediate claim of responsibility. 2 people were critically injured. Last week, 3 people were killed in 2 separate grenade attacks in the southwest of Pakistan. Both attacks were claimed by a separatist militant organization there.
A senior employee at the National Health Laboratory Service has been taken into custody. The official has been implicated in PPE corruption.
In this case, it's a very senior official within the National Laboratory Services. So he's currently being processed here at the Senton police station. So alongside a very close associates of Johannesburg-based businessman, that's of course Mr. Hamilton Ndlovu. And at this point, it's not clear if Mr. Ndlovu himself will be arrested.